This is Ashley. This is my friend Nyesha. So I met her when I moved here to California. So I've known her for about 2 years. We go to church together. I met her at the church I've been attending. So we've kind of been praying together, getting to know one another, and she's going to be doing one of my interviews with me. So I guess we can start with the first question, which is, what do you believe are my greatest strengths?
Um, okay, I believe your greatest strength. Should I be looking into the camera?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay, so Ashley's greatest strength is, in my opinion, is her knowledge. I feel like she has the gift of knowledge. She knows something, and she's very adamant about it. Like, there's no telling her that it's not true. I mean, like 90% of the time it is true, but I think that's one of her greatest strengths, that word of knowledge.
Okay. All right. If you could describe me in one word or with one image, what would that be and why?
Don't laugh. I think Ashley is a coconut because on the outside, I thought about this.
Okay.
Because it's kind of weird and fuzzy looking, but like once you crack it open, it's like so much goodness in there. There's richness and the juice. Oh my gosh, it's amazing good stuff in the inside. So you're a coconut. I thought about that.
Okay. Coconut. All right. Please share a story of a time when you saw me demonstrate growth and spiritual maturity.
That was a tough one for me. I don't know. I feel like Ashley's like, there's always room to grow, but because we have a new friendship, I feel like she's always been the mature one, you know? But I know she has always been level-headed in making all her decisions. She's always seeking wisdom from God when she makes decisions. But I have seen her, like, and when giving me advice, she learned that I have to learn the hard way. So she's been growing in the way she gives me advice. And just like advise me on like everyday life, because at first she'll just like, here it is, there you go, do what you want with it. But now she's more like, okay, so this is what I think you're telling me, and this is what I think you should be doing. And I can help pray with you in agreement on a situation. So I've seen her grow that way.
Thank you. That is the way I've been growing and praying about.
Oh,
it's funny. I just had that prayer recently too. I was just praying that like yesterday. That's funny, and I think it was for you. That's hilarious. All right. All right. What are some areas you would recommend that I focus on in order to be better prepared for ministry?
I think it kind of depends, like, where the area of ministry like she working. I think like with your ministry with the men, I think you're super great and super amazing, and like straightforward is like the way to go with the men, because we don't need to be pacifying these men. But in the area of like ministering to women, I think that is an area that needs some growing and nurturing and cultivating in that area. Just coming off a little bit softer, because we're sensitive. We talk crap like we're tough, but we're really not. But yeah, that's that.
Got it. So when I'm talking to, or when I'm working with women, to be, I guess, more not as straightforward.
Yeah, just a little bit compassionate.
Feelings first.
Yes,
not a feeling
thing.
Got it.
But I'm the perfect guinea pig.
Got it. Okay. Okay, what is one word of advice that you can give me to help my calling?
Oh, okay, I wrote this one down. It would be go, don't turn to the right or left, just move. And you know that song on K-Love? Move, keep walking, soldier, keep moving.
I will look it up.
Okay, that's what I say. Just go, girl. Just go for it. Just don't even double think about it. I know you're gonna ask the Lord, but you know how I am. But go for it, girl. Just go.
Okay. All right. Are there any other words of advice that you would give me aside from just going? forward? No, I'm just asking.
Oh, no, I think.
Okay, cool. All right. In what roles or contexts do you believe I would serve best?
Um,
So even if it's not the ministry that I'm in right now, like
mhm.
what, from what you know about me, what would you think would be something that you could be like, I can see Ashley. This is this is her calling.
Actually, because you wasn't at church today, Pastor Bart gave an amazing word about how the generation of people, like the generation up under us, need to be working in different ministries, and I think that would be a good place for you to be like that gauger, that person that bring the kids and the young adults together. I don't know what I'm saying because you're an organizer, and I know like you have vision for people, and I feel like in that area you can, okay, these young people were done with the young adults, you guys are just hanging out not doing much here. I see that we need you in audio, go there. I see that we need you serving at the front desk, you should go there. So I think that would be really good.
So what I'm hearing you saying is that you can see me kind of like bridging like the generational gap in serving at our church.
Yes.
By the way, I wasn't at church today because I was on a plane.
Oh yeah.
Going back home.
Yeah.
I wasn't just skipping out.
She wasn't. But once you listen to that sermon, you'll understand.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah.
After I take a nap.
Okay.
Cool. All right, that's good. And then, so what, as far as in what role or context do you believe I would serve best, kind of in the field of service that I'm in right now? Like, can you see in that one? Did you write anything down for this or oh?
No, this one I didn't write down.
Oh, this is number 5.
Is this number 5?
Mm-hmm. I think that's the one you said.
You know what? I numbered them wrong. That's why.
Oh, okay.
I know I answered most of this down. Sorry, y'all.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, Okay, so yeah, what is one? Wait.
Is number 5?
No, I don't know what's happening.
Are we on number 7? I think.
That was number 6. My bad.
Okay.
I can't count. All right. What is your hope or prayer for me in this season?
You know what? My hope and prayer for you is to slow down and make time for some of the foolishness. That's what you call it. She calls it foolishness. Because Ashley she has an agenda and she's going to do it step by step by step. And you're really busy like all the time. And even though when I'd be like, oh, my friend Ashley. And it's like, oh, that white girl that's always on the move. I'm like, yeah, that's my friend. So that's my prayer for you, Lord. Slow her down just a little bit.
Okay, that's probably a good prayer.
Yeah.
I have a goal to slow down. Like once I graduate, this is the last year, and I feel like I'm at that point with the senioritis where I'm about to start procrastinating. And so once I graduate, my goal is to just live life. I probably should do that now. I'm trying to be more intentional about taking a Sabbath.
Yeah.
So that's my day. Yeah, that's my day of slowing down. But my version of slowing down is being by myself.
I'm gonna say, you guys hear, like her Sabbath is for her. It's not involving other people.
Yeah,
no. I mean, it's great your Sabbath, but
you're right. I probably should be more open to people and
because you got stuff to do and we need to get this done. Pastor Javier said we need to feed 300 people in 2 hours. I don't have time for anybody to give me no request. No, let's feed these 300 people. But she gets it done.
I get it done. But you're right. I probably should make room for the foolishness.
Not all. Some foolishness.
Some of the foolishness. Sometimes foolishness is good. All right. Last question.
Oh, yes.
Let's see. Is there anything that I did not ask you that you want to share?
No. I think you're super great. You're super awesome. So inspiring. And I'm so glad that when I first saw you, I knew we were going to be friends. Even though you were kind of skeptical.
Just throwing me under the bus. No, I'm very cautious when I meet new people.
I would be surprised if she's like, Lord, should I be her friend? And I was just like, I don't need to ask. I know that's going to be my friend.
So, yeah, I think we've answered everything. Are there any other words of advice or anything else you would like to say to me in general about where you see me right now in my walk, and like not necessarily, not just my walk, but where I am that you see me now versus where do you think I can go ministry wise?
You know what? I honestly think like with all these conversations, I mean, like with all the feedback that I'm giving you or whoever else is giving you feedback, I know you're going to take that into consideration in prayer, and that's going to affect your walk moving forward. So I don't have any other words to give that, but I know like whatever you're going to do is going to be great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, it's really nice to hear. I think we did it all.
Oh,
and I think we did it in very little time. We can sing her a song. No,
you know, you should have heard me.
So no, thank you.
Okay.
By the way, this is my friend Nyesha again. She prayed over her answers. She was very serious about this, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, I think that's probably why everything is straight to the point with everything that we did. And I want to make sure we did answer all of the questions. What do you believe? Oh my gosh, strange if you describe me with an I'm pretty sure it's okay, yeah. I would like to talk about number 4 some more. You did tell me about the women, about talking to women. What are some areas you would recommend that I focus on in order to be better prepared for ministry? I know you talked about the women aspect of it. Are there any other like areas that you can think of aside from being more gentle with women? I think I should probably be less direct with my words with everyone.
But I think it like you're very good at like you know your audience and you know how to communicate with each one of them. But I think ministering to women might be your biggest challenge. It's just like getting through to women. But yeah, just
it's
like
weird because I am a woman.
You
good
are,
to hear.
but I think like you're you know you can minister to kids, you can minister to men. I mean, you know, one day you and your husband gonna be able to minister to couples though, but there's something's God's gonna do something in you where you'll be able to really penetrate the heart of women. The way like when you talk to them, it won't just be so like I ain't trying to hurt her. You
so
know,
direct.
Like, yeah, you know we're soft creatures.
My mom always tells me that you get more flies with honey. I'm not hard, like I'm not rude, by the way. It's just that I have not learned how to speak the truth in a way and articulate it in a way that's like softer to chew. So
yeah.
Pretty much the directness that Jesus gave to the woman at the well is how I normally speak it, and I'm learning that everyone doesn't speak it that way. And it's funny because I had a conversation with God about this, and I remember him telling me I have to let him be God in some situations when it comes to this. Because I was like, God, like, I don't know how to say it. And he was like, the problem is you're putting too much emphasis on yourself, what you're saying. And he was like, you come to me for the truth, but, you know, pretty much you're not coming to me on necessarily how to say the truth. Or you have my word in you, but you're not necessarily, like, what you're saying is right, but it might not be the right time or the right way.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. No,
definitely. Because I know there's been,
No, you're good.
Okay, because I know like it's been time where we've talked and I'm just like, I hear it, but it's not penetrating. You know what I mean? So I have to chew on it for a couple of days, and then I talk to other girlfriends. I'm like, I had this conversation with Ashley, and I'm just like, it's just not, it's just not. Well, Chonga's the one that I really talk to a lot because she's like, well, what she's saying is true, but knowing you and where you are in your walk, you know, this is how she probably could have said it, this, and that. And I'm like, oh, okay. But I know, like, especially in this season in my life, I'm knowing I'm going into it. Like, I know Ashley's my friend and she doesn't mean any harm by it, even though it comes off a little harsh at times. Because it takes me a minute. Because I'm like, I meant what? Because she's always, I think I'm a baby. And she's like, you're not a baby. And I think that's why she gives me so much meat.
She's saying baby in her walk.
In my walk. And I'm just like, she gives me like a T-bone steak sometimes. Sometimes it's raw. And I'm like, can I get it? I mean, just a little. A little bit.
I think that's one of my things that God is working on me with as well. I don't know if we're still doing what we're supposed to do in this assignment, but it works out. So that's what God is working on. It's a conversation I just had with him about, like a conversation you and I just had is I have a tendency to sometimes talk to people on the level where I think they are and not necessarily where God has them. Yeah. And so that's where he was saying, like, I need to let him be God in that moment, is because I'll say something like you said, I'll give you a T-bone steak because I think you're ready for T-bone, or I feel like, well, these seem like stuff if someone's ready for a steak, and God is like, no. Let me tell you, this is just beef stew. There's little chunks, but it's not full.
I mean, like, and granted, I don't throw it to the wayside because I be chewing on it for a whole week and sometimes a month. I'm like, I'm gonna get this. Lord, what does she mean by this? Oh man.
Yeah, but.
And that's good because she's talking to God about it, and then I'm also talking to God about it. So this is a great conversation to have, because I didn't know you were talking to God about that.
Yeah, I talk to God about things, but I need to learn how to talk to him, especially when dealing. When I'm dealing with like people I'm working with, my clients, I'm more so seeking him first. Yeah. But even in relationships, especially with women, because I'm a woman, and it's like I don't ever want to get to the point where, especially like where I'm ministering to them, or I'm doing something with other people and they completely miss it, because you have a strong enough relationship with God that you're talking to him on your own. So he's like, okay, this is what she said, this is what I wanted her to say, and there's somewhere in the middle. Whereas if I'm the only Bible they're reading, it's going to be, it's going to be more complicated for them to get there. So I definitely need to work on that. And so, I'm definitely going to take that into consideration, but not just with women, but with people in general. Yeah, people in general, especially once I get past the formal stages with them and we become more comfortable, or I see them on a regular basis, so that I don't get so comfortable that I assume their walk or where they are, as opposed to listening to God guide me on how he's using me as an instrument. So,
Amen, girl.
All right. Well, we've made it to 17 minutes. That's good. Is there anything else that you'd like to say?
No, I think that's all I got, girl.
All right. That's great. This is our first interview, and so I'm thankful. I hope this works, and I thank you for the information. I will definitely be going back over it and like writing out some of the stuff so that I can take it into consideration, so that I can not only better my relationship with God and people, but to bring it into what it is he's calling me to do, so that I can be a better instrument for him, so that he would be more willing to use me, be one of his, choice, not one of those Dollar General type instruments where all the other ones are occupied at the moment, so he has to use me, but like one of the good ones that are like, oh, this is a top quality instrument, so I'm going to continue to use them. But so that's my goal. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.